I heard my grandfather say earlier that he named my Aunt Susie. When I had my first son, my dad told me, you having a boy, so either you name him after his daddy, or your granddaddy. You got 3 choices. So I have Thomas, my first son, named after his dad. My second boy, he said, okay, you got Thomas. Now you got to name the next one after your daddy or your granddaddy. So I have William.
That's me, William. My
dad missed. He wasn't here for the birth of my daughter. She's Helena, and she's named after my husband's late mother. So we have all family names. When Cousin Amos came up, he said 2 things that touched my heart. One was stay close to your kids, which I stay close to my kids, my nephews, my nieces, my godkids. And he said, take your family to church. Even though I grew up in a church, I didn't take my family to church. I didn't want to go to church, so I didn't go to church. And Cousin Amos, I visited him in Florida once, and he told me, you need to take your family to church. And again, I didn't want to take my family to church. My husband didn't like going to church, and I didn't want to go to church looking like a single mom with kids, so I didn't go. One day, TJ, my oldest son, this was 6 years ago, he said, Mama, I don't think I believe in Jesus. We was in church next Sunday. I found him in church. We took about 4 Sundays to find. We just went to whatever church we saw we went to, and finally we found one that he liked. We became members of that church, and we've been going to church for 6 years now. So thank you, Cousin Amy, for encouraging me to take my family to church.